Welcome to Rove Know How. Today we are going to learn how to design a desk clock using Photoshop tools. Now open up your Photoshop, go to File, go to New, go to Print and choose A4, Landscape Orientation and Create. Now come here at the Layers panel and create a new layer. Then we are going to go and use the elliptical marker tool. You come and click and hold here and select this elliptical marker tool. Then you come and click here and hold shift and drag to get a perfect circle. After you come and we give it a color, you come and click here, we select a red color. Then we come and click here and we select a dark red color. Okay, then we are going to use the gradient tool. So you will come here on the gradient tool and put it on the second one, the circular one. Then come here in the center, click, hold and drag out. So we have our circle with the gradient shade. So we will duplicate it and then click here and press Alt and drag to scale. If you don't press Alt, it will drag like this. So you have to press Alt. So you drag down like this, then press Enter. Now we want to put a hole in this first circle, this one. So I'll control click in the upper one to make a selection. Then I click on this down one and I press delete on my keyboard. So we have a hole. Then I'll bring this back. Then I drag it down here. Then I scale it a bit. Now I want to make it more darker. So I'll press Ctrl L. I pull this, yeah, to make it more darker. Now we are going to go on this tool here. You click and hold and select the ellipse tool. Then we'll come here, click and drag out as you press Shift and Alt, like that. Then we'll come here on the stroke. Here we give it a size. So if you see, it's black, but we want it to have a lighter color of red. So I'll come here, I click here, I come here, then I select a lighter color. Okay. So that's our stroke. Now I want to align them. So I'll go to the move tool, the first one. Then I click here, I drag, I select. If you see on the layers panel, I've selected everything. If I click and drag, I've selected everything. So I want to align. So I'll come here on the vertical alignment and horizontal alignment. Now they are aligned. Then I come to this ellipse layer. I right click. Then I go to rasterize layer. So after rasterizing, now it's rasterized. I'll click it. I go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. So I'll give it a blur. I'll pull this until it turns. Yep. So I'll press OK. Then I'll go to this layer, this one. I go to stroke, FX. I put a stroke. So a stroke will come. If you see the stroke, it's outside. Then there's another option of inside, but we want outside. We put here where there's color, we put gradient. I want it to have a gradient. Then I'll go on the stroke size, I reduce it. Yeah, then I click here. If you click here, and this will come. Then I come here, I click here and I select a lighter red. Then I click here, I put a more lighter red. I can go back here, I click, I get a darkish red. I press OK. Okay, so far so good. So we are going to give our background some color. So I'll come on the background. I come here, I choose any color you want. So I'll choose that greenish color. Come here, I give it a dark green. Then I go on my gradient tool. I can use that. So I'll put a gradient like that. So wait, I'll come on this one. I right click and rasterize. Then I come, I select everything. Then I scale it. I put it there. Now we are going to draw our top here. So I'll come here and create a new blank layer. Then I come on the pen tool. Then I click here. I come here. Then I come here. I click and hold and create that curve. Then I alt click. Then I click here. Then I come here. I click and hold. Or come here, click and hold. Then I alt click. Then I connect. Make selection. Then I'll fill it with a color. So I'll use this brush. I'll fill it with any color, but I'm going to change it. So let me copy this red color. By the way, I've copied. If you press alt and click on any color, you see here, if I click red, I've copied that color, so it's the one there. So I'll paint it. So I'll go here. I get this rectangular marker tool. Then I come, I cut this, I press delete. So we have this. So I'm going to give it a gradient. So I'll come here on FX, gradient overlay. So I don't know what colors you have here, but you click here. I come on this one, I select, I pick this color. I press OK. Then I come here, I click, I choose, I select this dark red. Then I come here in the middle, I click, I add in some lighter color. Yeah. Then I'll come here, I play with the angle. So that's okay. Now I'm going to come here, I create a new layer. I get the pen tool, I click here, I come here, then come here and I do like this. Then I come here, I click, I hold and drag, alt click, then I come back here. Then I connect, make selection. Then I'm going to paint this white. I get the brush tool, I paint it white. Then I'll come here and reduce its opacity. Then I'll duplicate it. I'll press it and press Ctrl J. I bring it here. Then I want to flip it. So I'll come here, I go to edit, transform, flip horizontal. So to flip horizontal, then I'll go on filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Yeah, I give it a blur. Then I'll come, I select these layers, only these layers. Then I merge them. So you can go to layer merge. So it's one now. So I'll reduce it. Then I come here, I create a new layer. I get this tool, the rectangular tool. So I'll draw something simple like this. Then I fill it with a color. I go to the brush tool, I fill it with any color. Then I go back here, FX, gradient overlay. So our preset will come back. I play with the angle. Yeah, that's okay. So I can come here, I create a new layer. Then I get a pen tool. I put some highlights. So I'll click here. I click here. Then I come here. Then I make selection. Then I paint it with white. Then I reduce its opacity. Okay. So I'll select everything and merge. I press Ctrl E. So it's now one. Then I'll bring it here. Then I bring it down. Now we have this. So I'll select everything and merge. Then I'll bring it here. I reduce its size. Then I rotate it. So let me select everything, I position it well. So I'll click this and duplicate, Ctrl J. I bring it this side. So I come here on edit, transform, flip horizontal. So I have that. So I'll select everything and bring it down. So it's down. Now we are going to come here. I will create a new layer. You come back here, you select elliptical marquee tool. Then you draw this oval shape like this. You fill it with, you get the brush tool and fill it. Then we go back to our FX gradient overlay. So we get that gradient, we press OK. We come back to our pen tool. We create a new layer above it. Then we shall come here. We come here, we create that highlight. Then you come here and then you right click and make selection. Then come here and fill it. Then we reduce its opacity. Then you right click and merge, Ctrl E. So we'll rotate it. You can come and rotate it to get the perfect rotation. You rotate it from here. Then you bring it here. Press enter, Ctrl J to duplicate. Then you go to edit, transform, flip horizontal. So we bring it here. Then we drag it down. So we are going to give our clock a shadow. So we come on the background, we click it and create a new layer. We go back to this elliptical marquee tool. Click here and drag. And we give it a black color. Come here, select black, go to the brush tool and paint it with black. Then we go to filter blur, Gaussian blur. We give it a little bit of blur. I'll bring it here. Then I come here on opacity, I reduce its opacity a bit. Okay. So there we are. Now we are going to add in some numbers. So I'll come on the text tool. I click the text tool. I come here, I click and I press 12. So to align this number, I'll select the number and this, and I go here and I align. Then I come here, I Control Alt and drag to duplicate. Then I double click and I press 6. I want them to align. So I'll select number 6, number 12 and this, and I align. Yeah. So I'll Control Alt, I drag here. I put number 9. Control Alt, I drag here, I put number 3. I select here, then I select 3, 9 and this, and I horizontal alignment. So that's what we have. So you can select everything. So if you see, I can pull this to come here around the edge, then 6 here, then 9, then 12. Then after I select everything, I scale a bit. Now I want to make them one, so I'll right click here. After selecting them, I go to convert to smart object. Then I rasterize. Now it's one layer. So I'll come here, FX. I go to bevel and emboss. Yeah, I want to give them some bevel. Those settings are already for me, they are looking good, but let me reduce the depth. Yeah, the size, I will make 1. I put 1, then I press OK. So I'm going to come, I click this layer, the inside one, this one. Then I get elliptical marquee tool. I come, I click here, I drag like this. Then I press Ctrl L. I'll make this upper part more darker or lighter. Let me make it more dark. Okay, so we are going to do our pointers. So I'll come here. I use this tool, rectangle tool. I create a new layer. I click here and drag. I paint it with black. I click this layer. I align. So I'll duplicate, Ctrl Alt and drag. Then I rotate. Then I click this layer. I align. So I'll reduce its size. I'll click here. I duplicate, Ctrl J. We rotate it. I'll come here. I reduce its size while pressing Shift. Now I want it to be white. I'll invert it. I press Ctrl I to invert it. So I'll bring it here. I bring it on top. So it's like that. So I'll come, I reduce this. Now we need something on top. I can use this layer, this one. I duplicate it. I drag it on top. Then I scale it. So that's it. But let's add some. Let's come here. We create a new layer. We go to the pen tool, or we can use this elliptical marker tool. I come, I draw a circle like this. I paint it white. Then I rotate it. Then I reduce the size. Then I'll go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Yeah, then I reduce its size here a bit. Just I want to put some highlights. Then I'll come here. We can put our logo. So we bring this logo to Photoshop. Yeah, we customize our clock. So you can put your own logo that you want. So let's go to this layer. We create we duplicate it, Ctrl J. Then we scale it a bit. We can go on these layers. We drop a shadow. We give them that little shadow. We can give it a lighter color. Then we change its size, make it blur, reduce. So that's it for today. Hope you've learned something, and don't forget to like, follow, share and subscribe for more new exciting tutorials. So it's been Rove Know How. Until next time, bye bye.